Hey everyone, it's Handyman Stan. I am here in the van. Once again, this is my first van build. So today we're going to start in on working and fitting the bed exactly how I want it in here. So I've got some pretty creative ideas for that. But the way that I originally designed the bed, the legs are about a foot in from the sides, which I don't think I want here in the van. So I may put new legs on it, I may do a few different things, but I'm gonna probably use the piece of plywood on top again and go from there. But today's job is working with the bed and getting that squared away some. So here we go. So that was a lot of building or deconstructing or whatever. What I've got so far is this board back here goes over the tire well. On the sawhorses in the back is the opposite side, and the two new boards that I cut are here. I'm cutting a lot of the wood out that I had before. One, just to reduce weight. Those are very heavy boards. This was a pretty heavy unit when I built it 6 months ago. But we don't need it to be so bulky. And the other thing that I'm doing, you'll see that it was kind of a floating bed concept when I built it. Now I've kind of designed it more that the legs are going to go out almost to the end of, or out to the outside. They're not going to go the full length. They're still going to sit back a little bit. That's just to give a little bit of kick room on this side. But I want to have the supports be on the outside as much as possible. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to the hardware store real quick and get a piano hinge. This is an idea that I had that I'll be able to explain a little later, but I'm going to put a piano hinge on this board here. And then I think this board I'm going to secure into the floor, but I'm also going to probably support it into the wall somehow as well, just to give some extra support. But that's where we're at right now, and here we go off to the hardware store. So I know it's really weird to run to pick up a single item from the hardware store, but this guy is long. It's 72 inches and it is a piano hinge, and so this will go on the back of the bed. So let's head on back. Okay, so we're back here in the van. So I've got the hinge, and that's going to go on that, obviously a little long. I think I'm actually going to attach it over here first, and then attach that board. But that's the plan. So here we go. Okay, so here we are. I've got the bed where I want it. There's these little holes that I drilled. They're about 2-inch holes across the top. That's because when we put the mattress on here, the mattresses have a tendency to sweat. And if you don't have some sort of air flow down here, you'll get mold. And so I'm avoiding that. You probably also saw that I put some slats across. So here's what I did, is I put a piano hinge on the bottom side, and that's how this holds. So for one, the customer will be able to access things underneath here. I still plan on building some drawers under that will open that way, but they'll be able to reach around and get around the drawers. Also, electric and water pipes will be coming through here, so if there's an issue, they'll be able to lift this and get to it. So these cross beams here are supports, so the plywood, even though it's a pretty thick piece of plywood, it won't give way. The other neat idea that I have with this is one of the problems, and this is what's original to my build that I'm doing this time, is in a stealth van like this, a lot of times you're parking on the side of a street. And streets are sloped, so water will run to the gutter. And so that puts that side of the van low and this side of the van high. So if you're sleeping on the bed, you're going to roll that way. Well, with this hinge, I'll make various size blocks, but just as an example, she'll be able to put the blocks in here and level the bed this way so she won't roll off the bed in that direction. Now, the thing that I can't compensate for is if you're parking on a downhill or an uphill, I would have to put another piece of board in with hinges, and that's way too much. But this is at least the solve for when the van is tilted towards the street. She can at least sleep on a level surface. So there we go. That is the newest invention in stealth vans. Because I have never seen that in another stealth sleeper van, a leveling bed. And that's one of the common complaints that I see, and, well, I hear in these YouTube videos of stealth vans, is that when they sleep, they're always at an angle. So I'm at least solving that for the customer here. So that's all I'm going to do for today. Just to give you an example, the mattress height is about here. It's a thick mattress, so it'll come up about the same height as this. I am going to do a surround around the toilet that I keep sitting on, and then I'm going to do some shelves on the other side and storage underneath here. But that's in the days to come. So that's what we've got for you today. So please like, subscribe, comment below, and if you're able to help out, the customer is very gracious and very much in need of assistance. And so if you're willing to donate to this build, please comment or message me directly. If you know the client, message her directly, and I'm sure she would greatly appreciate any help that you could offer. So that's it. This Handyman Stan builds van. You have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.